Pan-African Economic and Financial Security Initiative seems not to be happy over the reinstatement by the Permanent Secretary of the Niger Delta Ministry of two executive directors of the Niger Delta Development Commission's board. This, it says, is in contravention of President Bola Tinubu's directive on dissolution of governing boards of agencies, with the exception of a few agencies which the Niger Delta Ministry is in a part of. Lara Folayo reports.
In June, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu directed the immediate dissolution of the governing boards of all federal government parastatals, agencies, institutions, and government-owned companies. The dissolution did not, however, affect boards, commissions, and councils listed in the third schedule, Part 1, Section 153 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as amended. The Pan-African Economic and Financial Security Initiative is now accusing the Permanent Secretary of the Niger Delta Affairs Ministry, Shuaib Belgore, of reinstating two executive directors of the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, thereby violating the President's directive, which did not exempt them. The group says the Permanent Secretary's directive on reinstating the two board members is contained in a letter signed by him to the Managing Director of the NDDC, which was made available to newsmen. The letter was in response to the NDDC's previous letter written to the ministry seeking clarification on the board dissolution following the President's directive.
There is a memo by the Permanent Secretary attached to that ministry exempting certain directors from that directive of the President. And this is not just mere fiction. We have facts here. And that is why we want to call the attention of Mr. President, as well as well-meaning Nigerians, to this anomaly. And we ask the following questions. Are we saying that the directive of a permanent secretary should supersede that of Mr. President?
The group calls on the President to act on this issue urgently, as the legality and content of the letter is against his directive.
We stand to say a big no to this anomaly, as it contradicts the constitutionality of Mr. President's directive. We want Nigerians to know that national interest should prevail against any personal interest. And at the end, we believe that Nigeria must prevail. We call on Mr. President to ensure that his directive is carried out to the latter for the good governance of all Nigerians.
Though the board dissolution directive by the President exempted some agencies owing to constitutional provisions, the Niger Delta Development Agency was not one of those exempted. Lara Folayo, TVC News, Abuja.